That's another day in Philadelphia. It's a little nice out, so of course, you know, these Negroes want to bring out the dirt bikes. That never fails around here, man. You know? But I'm gonna hop on the Isaiah 58:1, man. All right, because we supposed to cry aloud, man. Spare not. What they say, fuck your feelings. You know, because you got a lot of dudes that get emotional in Israel, man. If you go off you wrong, you get checked, you take it, man. Take it on the chin, man. Even if you think you're right, man. Because what King David do? He took it on the chin. When that dude was throwing them stones at him, talking crazy about it. He took it like a G, man. He was like, maybe that's the Lord coming at me because he knew he wasn't perfect. He had did some things that he wasn't proud of, man. But the Lord loved King David, man. You know? The Lord loved King David. He loved his men. He loves the house of David, the Baal Dawadah. You know? But this is Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. It says, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins, man. And what's that? What's that doing right there? That's showing love, man. You know? You showing your people their transgressions. How they trespass against one of another. How they disrespect one of another, man. You know? You showing them, yo, don't do this to your brother, man. This the way you're supposed to treat your brother, man. You know? And it says, spare not. So you ain't sparing nobody, man. You know, it's only one way to tell the truth, and that's just to say it, man. You got some brothers that's tough spoken, man. They come off with harsh tones, man. They austere men. They say what they mean and mean what they say. But only a dude that's effeminate would feel some type of way if he go off. That means your brother loves you. You know, it's a way to show rebuke. You know, you ain't supposed to rebuke a brother while you drinking. You know, if you rebuke a brother while you drinking, you can say some things that really offend him, man. You know, you gotta protect the sheep. You have to warn the sheep. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1 again. It says, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness, and forsook not the ordinances of their power. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching the power. All right? So once you know who you are and all that, you got a lot of brothers turning back, man. So you're going to take delight in knowing these things, man. You're going to take delight in knowing that you're a child of the Most High, man. You know? But with that, it comes a lot of sorrow, man. That's that bitter sweetness, you know? You got bitter, you got sweet. First you'll taste the sweetness of it. Then once you start going through trials and tribulations, it gets bitter. The same way you got to go through the same way when we got to make it into the kingdom. All right? We came into the truth knowing what? Yo, we're Israelites. Oh, dang, Yahweh is his name. Yahweh Shah is his son's name. Let's start calling on that. And once you call on it, he going to test you. He going to call you on that to see how much you really love him, man. This ain't no walk in the park, man. Just because you see a brother come out, set up a camera and start teaching, you don't know what his personal life is like. You don't know what that man lost. He counted the calls to come out here and teach. He counted the calls to talk to his people. You know? Brothers lose women. Brothers lose jobs. Family members. So-called friends. That's why I told you be hasty to credit a friend. You know? Be hasty to credit a friend, man. Because a lot of these dudes ain't your friends, man. You got agents set up among a lot of these camps, man. But what are they doing? At the same token they're set up, they're still learning the truth. Because you can't do nothing against the truth before the truth, man. All right? You can't do nothing against the truth before the truth, man. And look at what happened with Judas, man. Judas Iscariot. He did Yahweh Shah dirty, man. Turned him over for basically for some silver. And he ain't even get to spend that money. Why? Because he killed himself, man. He killed himself. Because of that guilt ate at him. You know? Matter of fact, this is Amos 5 and 10. The water Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Call Halan Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Bahashim Recha Kodash. Bear with me real quick, I can. Salah. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second.
I'm not talking down on that, but like, you know my shit sharp.
Come. This is the book of Amos. God, this is the book of Amos, chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 10. Since we talking about, you know, how the people hate a man that come out here and tell the truth. That's all scriptures, man. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speak uprightly, man. All right? So they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. You know, because why people want to live in their own world, man. You know, in their own little world, committing all these type of sins, man, and don't want to be told about themselves. That's why a person quick to say, "Oh, don't judge me. Only God can judge me." You know, which that's false information too. That's why the Lord set up his men. The what? Come out here and speak his words. All right, so I'm going to read that again. This is Amos chapter 5, verse 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. You know, so when you start exposing all these lies, man, with this Christmas, this New Year's, and all those things like that, the people going to start to hate you. Why? Because they like the traditions of the heathen. They like to practice those customs and those ways, man. You know, they get a kick out of those things, man. But Yahweh Shah said, man, don't follow those ways, man. So when you speak against them, you become what? Public enemy number one, man. You know, by your own people. That's why they put Yahweh Shah on that cross, man. You know, his own people did that to him. Why? Because he was cutting the hell out them people, man. Telling the truth, speaking those words, man. People don't want to hear the truth, man. Everybody say they want to hear the truth till it starts to come out, man. Don't nobody want to hear about America being destroyed, man. You know? Even though all the signs are right there in your face, man. Don't nobody want to hear about the RFID microchip. Even though it's right there in your face. That's going to be your next currency. But the devil, he ain't going to be able to get it all completely off. Because the Lord going to shut him down. You know? Yahweh Shah going to shut him down, man. While he's filling his belly, man. Which is in the book of Job. And when people start saying things of that nature, they get scared, man. But the Lord didn't give us what? The spirit of fear. And it tells you in the scriptures, man. You know? The Lord didn't give you the spirit of fear. You know? Like that saying from Nas, man. He said people fear what they don't understand. You know? And if you don't understand something, they're going to get scared. People are scared of change, man. Our people are so used to being slaves, they love it, man. I'm going to keep going. Verse 11 says, for as much therefore as you're trading, it says, for so as much therefore as you're treading is upon the poor, and ye take for him burdens of wheat. Ye have built houses of hewn stone. Yo, why don't you come up here and disrespect me? Ain't nobody disrespect you. Nah, but ain't nobody disrespect you. And I ain't call you out your name. Nah, she need to chill. Get your homegirl. She the one that's out of order. I'm over here minding my business. She come up popping my camera. But you telling me to chill. I'm not even thinking about you. You know? And that's the problem with our people now, man. They want to be disrespectful, and then that day, yo, the Lord is going to deal with women like that, man. You know? The Lord is going to deal with women like that. And he's going to deal harshly with them. You know? Want to be seen, man. Little ass girls want to be seen of men, man. You know? I'm about to get on Eve ass. Matter of fact, it says, verse 11 says, for as much, therefore, as your treading is upon the poor, and ye take from him burdens of wheat, ye have built houses of hewn stone, but ye shall not dwell in them. Ye have planted pleasant vineyards, but ye shall not drink wine from them. And that's going into something else, but that's how we is now. You know? Look at Issachar and tribes like that. You know, you got a lot of them that's in the construction, and they build these buildings and these houses that they can't afford to live in, man. You know, that's talking about you doing your work, but you're not able to enjoy it, basically. You know, why? Because it gets snatched from you. Like the scriptures tell you, like He that worketh, it's like he very roughly paraphrasing, like he put his money in a bag with holes, man. You know? It's like you putting your money in a bag with holes because it's like you always broke. You always got to pay this bill. You got to pay that bill. You can't save. All right? But moving on, I'm going to get Mark 13 and 13, then I'm going to jump on Eve at you. She want to hop in the camera. This is Mark chapter 13, verse 13. It says, and he shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that shall endure it until the end, the same shall be saved. All right? And that's hate. That's why that woman came up here hopping on the camera, throwing up the devil's horns, man. That peace sign represents what? The devil's horns, man. When they shall say peace and safety, man. That's not a peace sign. That's not what that represents, man. That represents Satan, man. But what are women like doing that, man? If they was in order, they would have never even thought about doing that, man. They don't understand the importance of the men of Israel, man. You know? But let Esau would have been out here. You think she would have did that? No. She wouldn't have did that. She'd have been out here kissing his ass. You know? And that's the disrespect of the women of Israel, man. Matter of fact, this was going to happen to women like her, man. All right? Let's hop on Eve. This is Isaiah chapter 32 and 9. And yo, the Lord, like she playing games, she playing with fire, man. She don't even know what power she really dealing with to come up in the camera doing all that dumb shit, man. The Lord gonna strike her down, man. She gonna get caught up in those race wars. When those men come, when the Lord open up the prisons, you know, when He open up the prisons and the people start coming out, she gonna get caught up in that, man. You know, she gonna be looking for a man of the Lord in that day, and ain't nobody gonna want to protect her ignorant ass, man. All right. So this is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. All right? So that woman came up here, jumping on in the camera, throwing up devil horns and all that. She's at ease right now, man. You know? Only reason why they do that because they can call 911. But the Lord is starting to get rid of you black women, man. You so-called black women, man. These cops are starting to gun y'all down in the streets because you're disrespectful. You know, you have no morals. You have no respect of authority, man. And furthermore, your father probably doesn't live in the household to train you up to act. And your mother, these mothers out here nowadays, they not real mothers, man. They running the streets worse than the younger ones, man. And they supposed to be the ones teaching the girls how to be women, man. How to care for a husband. How to take care of the household. How to be a caring, nursing mother, man. It says, verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. All right? So the vintage going to fail. What's the vintage? That's these different welfare programs and all that, man. You know? That's all these what's that? Food stamps and all that. All that shit gonna fail. These child support checks and all that, man.
You lie.
No. Just go ahead and post my big.
He's for real, man. He's not lying.
Nah, brother, you gotta chill, man. I'm trying to teach y'all, brother. The truth. And them dudes over there, see them? That's your real enemies right there.
Yeah, the Walter. Yeah.
That's the ones that don't care about you. They don't care about us. I'm going to read that again. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 10. It says, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, and the gathering shall not come, man. So the gathering, when it's talking about all these checks and everything, this Section 8, that's going to fail, man. The Lord is about to take all those things away. And that's what the women depend on so much. When you say, I don't need a man, you're going to see very much how you're going to need a man in that day, man. Because they're going to have to protect you. The men are the protectors of the home, man. But we don't have our fathers to teach us how to do those things. So we run around acting like little boys, man. Doing dumb things all night long, man. You know? And the Lord sees that. But it says, let me read that again. It says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the venture shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip ye and make ye bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins, man. All right? Because, yo, this place is going down, man. You know? Careless. And what's careless? That means you have not a care in the world, man. Like that song from that dude, what's his name? French Montana and all that. I ain't worried about nothing and all that. You know? It's a lot to be worried about this up and coming, man. But you see how our children are, man. Those are children of the Lord right there. You know? But they think this is a game, man. That's why Yahweh Hashem Yahushua going to come back and destroy this place, man. You know? Matter of fact, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. It says, they shall lament for the tears. They shall lament for the tears. Salakia, for the teats, for the pleasant fields for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars. Yeah, upon all the houses of joy in a joyful city, in a joyous city. So the Lord about to turn this whole thing around, man. Which he already started doing. You know? Like people was just celebrating what? Christmas, man. Thanksgiving and all that. You know? They start celebrating all that. Now they working on towards what? New Year's, man. But the Lord said he's going to do what? Take the mirth out the earth, man. He's going to get rid of all that, man. And these people going to be mourning, man. It ain't going to be no more happy-go-lucky, man. All right? The people don't want to hear who their enemies are, man. Look at them, man. A bunch of brute beasts, man. Matter of fact, it's Isaiah 3 and 12. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12. And that was real cool. Now these niggas being disrespectful, throwing shit. So when the Most High comes back and put their little ass to death, that's going to be on them. You know? But this is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. All right? So children is what? Esau. Little childish ass ways. They act like a child, man. And everything that they do, they're double-minded, man. You know? They're double-minded. It says, I'm going to read that again, 3 and 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the ways of thy path, man. So basically, you know, what they doing, the women that rule over you, when you have a child, the child really belongs to the man. All right? The child belongs to the man. But the women, what they say, oh, this is my child, I carried, I birthed it. So they give all the goodies to the women and everything. That's why they so at ease and all that. Get these sex in their homes and all that. So they remove the father from the home. So when you come to see or visit your child, they telling you, oh, yo, it's time for you to go. You've been here long enough. You know? Like they have some say-so over that child, man. They have no say-so, they have no dominion over that child. The children belong to the men. But yo, the women rule over us into who? Esau, man. You know? Through his laws, man. And everything that he has set up. That's why I said in Isaiah 32, man, the vengeance shall fail, man. Coming to grab all their checks and all that, man. And these little kids out here, and their parents depend on that to feed them. And when that stuff stops coming through, they gonna remember what they did out here tonight, man. How they wanted to be all in the camera acting stupid. They already in the ultimate camera. You know? Matter of fact. The scripture in the Apocrypha talks about venturous women shall bring forth monsters. Cause them little niggas is a bunch of fucking monsters, man. And excuse my language, man. Alright? But I'm sick of these little niggas, man. Alright? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, starting at verse 8. And this goes for them little niggas that just was up here and you want to throw a cup down here. That's the childish shit, man. When you out here for what? For their well-being. To tell them the truth. And they disrespect you. So since you want to disrespect a man of the Lord, Lord's willing not be one of those men, the Lord's going to disrespect you. And he's not playing. This is our 2nd Ezra. So, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the whole and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, man. And that's what those children were, was a bunch of monsters, man. No home training, no respect. Until one of them get killed, put to death, because the Lord ordained it, then they gonna be like, oh man, what happened to Ray? What happened to Raheem? Why somebody put him to death like that? When this nigga was out here causing a bunch of terror and confusion, being a damn monster, man. You know? Out here causing terror, being a monster, being a nigga. And when they get gunned down, they say, oh, another unarmed black man got gunned down. But they running the streets causing havoc. You know? They running the streets causing havoc, man. There's no reason for their actions, man. And because of that, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua going to put them to death, man. When Jacob's trouble come, they have hell to pay, man. You don't come up to a man of the Lord acting stupid. It says, when I step into the house of the Lord, keep thy feet.